Well, here they go. Same thing that's happened to Gunther is now going to happen to Obafemi. They've booked him so strong. What do they do next?
Right,
And then
because now he's
that's
going to
going to
have
be
a
the problem.
competitive match with fucking Javon Evans.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't do that. You can't go out there and have competitive matches with Javon Evans, Danhausen.
I don't think Danhausen's going to be having competitive matches.
Not going to be wrestling any 30-minute
Ray and Dragon
classics.
Lee had the spot where they both climbed the ladder for the title, creating that all-important drama.
Joseph Park was so happy. He was probably like looking at LA Knight too.
Just glaring at him.
Yeah.
I like that shot of Sammy. He's sitting on the announce desk and he just has that like distant look on his face. And he's like, man, I'm going to have to listen to a whole bunch of shit talking on Raw.
Yep, Jade Cargill used Kenny Omega's one-winged angel. They called it a sandstorm, so they already have a name for it, I guess.
And it wasn't the finish.
And it wasn't the finish. They debut a move, which is one of the most protected moves in wrestling, and it wasn't the finish.
How's it going to get over now?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be her like weekly thing. Maybe
yeah, exactly. If that's her Kamahame.
Yeah, it could be that, but
Dump Cole said this is Punk's very first WrestleMania main event, which definitively should put an end to the debate forever.
I think after what we got on night one, that should put an end to the debate.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. We've got WrestleMania 42 night 2. Still in Las Vegas, of course, where the walkers are Trick Williams and Little Yachty, Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill, and then CM Punk. We had a hype video. It was the same fucktard as night one. And then John Cena opened. He says, last night was incredible. Tonight's going to be historic. Then he has them change the color scheme on the Titantron. That was supposed to be a big deal.
I guess it was, yeah. It was also a clickbait because you thought something actually real was about to happen. Like, oh, who's coming out? And then they just, changed the Titantron.
Well, then we get our first match of the evening. It is Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Leading up to the match, Obafemi, who has 2 main roster matches under his belt, made Lesnar look like a bitch, and he was no obstacle for him whatsoever. This fucking match was absolutely no different. Oba won easily with a fall from grace. He even no-sold an F5 just to put a cherry on top.
Yep, torch pass. I think this match went like 4 minutes. I mean, Brock did get some offense in, but yes, pretty much a torch being passed to Obafemi.
It's not a torch being passed. It's a torch being handed over. Like, here you go. I don't need it.
Yeah, they even said, he's the next big thing.
I guess. So inorganic.
And I thought about this on the night when it happened. Well, here they go. Same thing that's happened to Gunther is now going to happen to Obafemi because now they've booked him so strong. What do they do next?
Right, because now he's going to have a competitive match with fucking Javon Evans.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't do that. You have to keep him booking strong. You're going to book him too strong, and then it's not going to be believable for anybody to beat him. The same thing that happened with Gunther. They're just going to book him to a point where it's like, well, now we can't do anything with him, and he's going to sit at home.
Other than make him look like a bitch.
Yeah, he can't go out there and have competitive matches with Javon Evans, Danhausen.
I don't think Danhausen's going to be having competitive matches.
Not going to be wrestling any 30-minute classics.
Well, they did pull out that Hurricane Rana.
I mean, he can wrestle, Danhausen. It's just he's so foreign character to be having 30-minute matches. But he can wrestle, apparently.
Well, I wish this was more of a Godzilla versus King Kong than what we got. After the match, Lesnar took his shit off, left it in the middle of the ring, sobbing like a girl.
I don't think it was like a girl. It looked like
he was sobbing.
He was, but I don't think it was like a girl. It looked like he didn't even know how to cry. He was like cry laughing. So much so that people think this whole retirement thing is fake. And they think that. And they think he even faked that part of it because it's like, oh, if you look at him, he wasn't even really crying. It's like, well, it's because he probably never cries and doesn't know how to, as he should. Although this is one of the acceptable moments to cry. You imagine what they go through having to eat, sleep, and breathe what they do.
I
And
don't think
then
Lesnar does that at all.
what?
Eat, sleep, breathe what they do. I think it's a job to him.
I think he takes it serious. I
I
mean,
think he
look at
takes
his.
the working out and the physical aspect of it seriously, but I think it's just a job to him. I don't think he eats, breathes, and shits wrestling.
I think he does. I was also thinking, if he didn't like pee, if he wasn't trying to see women's meets, he would probably be like top five. Well, maybe not top five, maybe top 10 of all time.
He's up there already.
Yeah, but people aren't going to put him there because of the pee thing.
They seem to have forgotten about that because they were cheering him and celebrating him. I think he'll be all right.
Well, they didn't forget about it online.
Well, those
But
people don't watch.
yeah, I haven't thought about the entire list, but he's easily top 10 for sure.
Easily, yeah.
So you have to take it serious if you're that good at it. You can't just.
I just think he's that good. That's why he's that good. You know what I'm saying? It gets thrown around a lot, but he is legitimately generational.
He is. But it's like also the little things that he does. Like you can tell that he understands the business.
He understands it, but that doesn't mean he just lives for it.
I don't know. Like he's never been out of character unless he's never been in character, unless that's just him.
That is just him. He's an asshole. You ever
Yeah.
watch the videos of him like in the airport? Fans are trying to talk to him and he's not even looking at them. He's not even giving them the dignity of telling them to fuck off.
Yeah. But he was talking to the meat guys.
That's different.
True.
He even said on the Stone Cold's podcast, like he hates people.
I'm sure he does.
I just think he's naturally an asshole. He's standoffish. So he's basically played himself for his entire career.
Yeah, true.
And then he went to the UFC. Say what you want, but he was the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he took him by storm.
So yeah, definitely top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think the retirement's fake?
I don't. Now, I think it is possible that he'll be back, but I think the retirement was real.
I hope it is. Because everybody's like, well, he's just going to come back for SummerSlam, so Gunther can beat him. What does that do for Gunther?
Nothing.
Exactly. Like you already wasted it on Oba. Well, you didn't waste it, but you gave it to Oba. So what? Gunther's going to retire? He's going to bring him out of retirement just so he can go back to retirement? That makes no fucking sense. It's stupid.
Yeah, the visual of him taking his boots off, pretty sure Undertaker did that and then came back like the next year.
Yeah,
Like
he said he didn't count that though.
He didn't count it.
He said he doesn't count it because the match was so shitty.
Well, it counts, all right. In that moment, I'm sure he legit said, I'm done. But WrestleMania is in Saudi. I don't think he's going to be wrestling at SummerSlam. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But I don't think, His Excellency gives a damn about what he did in that ring. He's going to get out the checkbook and pay him enough to come to Saudi. And I think the number is going to be high enough that Brock's not going to be able to turn it down. Unless he really is done.
Yeah, I don't know. They have the ability to bring people out of retirement, it seems, with their lucrative paychecks.
Yeah, he's going to sign his name at the bottom. And it's like, just fill in the number.
I guess we'll have to see. I just hope it's not Gunther if he does come back. They've already diminished him enough.
And yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know who it would be. It doesn't make sense for it to be Gunther, especially after what we saw. It's going to do absolutely nothing for Gunther. I want Brock Lesnar to come out of retirement so I can retire him again.
Right. And he's going to brag about it.
Yeah, that's just not going to make sense. And WWE's going to try to push it down our throats if it happens too. The career killer versus Brock Lesnar in his final match.
Coming out of retirement to have his final match.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you believe the dirt sheet, guys, apparently the plan is for Roman to face Gunther right now at SummerSlam. I think they said SummerSlam. Or
Okay.
maybe they didn't say SummerSlam, but they did say the plan is to build towards a big Roman Gunther thing.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, so
I don't see how that could be the favor. Because now they're doing the favor thing. I don't know.
yeah, and that's the other thing, the favor.
Well, moving on, we had Penta winning the IC title ladder match. It's weird that Penta wore a mask to the ring because he already has one.
Yeah, he paid tribute to Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. I guess it was to promote the movie because there wasn't enough advertising during WrestleMania.
Of course.
They had to get more in there.
JD McTurd took a Canadian destroyer from Penta off the ladder onto another ladder. Looked nasty. Evans hit Rusev with an RKO from the top rope off a ladder. Ray and Dragon Lee had the spot where they both climbed the ladder for the title, creating that all-important drama for the match.
Of course, Joseph Park was so happy.
Oh, he's jerking off.
He's probably like looking at LA Knight too.
Just glaring at him
Yeah.
while clapping. Then Penta and McTurd had the exact same thing immediately after that. So they got two of those in. But yeah, Penta won.
Like I said, it was a good match, as I assumed it would be. I wasn't as out of it as I thought I would be. Usually those matches are just like, oh yeah, they're doing stuff. But no, I was into it. Everybody had their little spots. And I think the right person retained. Or won, which is Penta.
I would have liked to see Rusev win.
It would have been nice, but I think Penta's finally starting to get a little bit momentum. So I think it's good for him.
Well, after that, we had Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. title. And Trick Williams won. Williams came out with the longest fucking coat in the world.
Yes, he had a train as a bride would wear.
Good message. A Little Yachty, a rapper, didn't rap him to the ring. Zayn beat up Little Yachty for no reason. And then he hit Williams with a brainbuster on the apron and a hell of a kick on the barricade. And then Sammy tried to hit another hell of a kick in the ring, but Little Yachty recovered and grabbed Sammy's ankle. And then Williams won with a trick shot.
Which ended up being a surprise for me because I definitely thought Sami Zayn was going to win via cheating.
He almost did.
He did. But I thought that's where the story was going to go, is he's going to cheat. Because remember, the thing was like there was supposed to be a double turn. And I thought this is one where they were going to do it, but they didn't.
I like that shot of Sammy. He's sitting on the announce desk and he just has that like distant look on his face. And he's like, man, I'm going to have to listen to a whole bunch of shit talking on Raw.
Yep, didn't know what to do.
Or after that, the Demon Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio had a street fight. And they officially killed the demon. Whoever told Balor to act like a child pretending to be a werewolf or a rabid dog or whatever the fuck he was trying to do needs to be put in front of a firing squad. And he does this shit through the entirety of the match. He even snapped at the camera like gold dust.
He did.
Dominic hit Balor with a 619 while a chair was wrapped around his neck. It's pretty cool. And then Balor wrapped a chair around Dom's neck and hit the corner drop kick. And then, yeah, he won with a coup de grace through a table.
So I think I had a problem. Well, I guess it was a problem with the whole weekend. Because Dom and Finn, 4 years they've been at this whole thing? This is like the blow off of a 4-year build. And this match went, I don't have the time here, but probably like 7 minutes. I think they could have done more.
Of course.
But, there was a new term for this era that hasn't started to catch on, but I saw it and I thought it was pretty clever. So they call it the Attitude Era. But, instead of attitude, it's like ads, AD.
Ah.
It's like, oh, we need to get this match over so we can get back to those ads.
Boy, did they have a lot of ads, too. And I'm tired of seeing the motherfuckers in the crowd.
The fans?
No,
or
not
the
like
celebrities?
the celebrity. I don't give a shit who's watching. Yeah, I show like one or two people, but I don't need to see the whole list of famous people that are fucking watching Raw.
You know what's worse about all that? There were people there, but apparently for other times, what they'll do is they'll cycle, like, oh, get these celebrities out there after their little segment, and they'll get them out and put new celebrities in that spot so they can redo the next celebrity highlight stuff. But this was different because you can actually like see the people there if you look at the crowd. Stop trying to get the boxing guys over.
Jesus Christ.
Like, oh, that's the heavyweight champion of this boxing promotion that we're trying to get over so desperately.
I'll never hear that person's name again.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, some rich piece of shit bought a spot on the commentary desk.
Yep. And he didn't say a word.
Yeah, well, he had headphones on, but it didn't have a mic. So they didn't let him say a word.
Yeah.
You can sit there, but you can't, say anything.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah,
Not wanting to get out there just talking crazy.
well, it doesn't make sense to have somebody just sit there randomly. We're for sale. We're just whores.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. What was the gain just to sit there? Now,
Best seat in the house.
for them to advertise it, that makes sense because now you're telling people, hey, this is available. If you want to sit on commentary and not say a word, maybe someone will get involved. Like, when they go up and throw people in the laps and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was very bizarre.
It was. But good for him, I guess. This little billionaire gets to live out his dream.
Rhea Ripley won the girl match. Io Sky was there too, of course.
And it was actually a pretty good match.
I'll take your word for it.
We don't have to do it, but Jade Cargill used Kenny Omega's One Winged Angel. Afterwards, she credited him, and he said something about it. It was like, hey, anytime someone uses one of my moves as a tribute, I don't see a problem with it. And she said that, yeah, she's basically paying tribute. So she busted that out. They
Did
called
she
it
do it off the top rope?
No, it was in the middle of the ring. They called it a sandstorm, so they already have a name for it, I guess.
And it wasn't the finish.
And it wasn't the finish.
Well, so they debut a new little fucking special move. God, they're so stupid.
Yeah, they debut a move which is one of the most protected moves in wrestling, and it wasn't the finish.
It's one of the better finishing moves.
Yeah.
God, how's it going to get over now?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be her like weekly thing. And maybe
yeah, exactly. If that's her thing where she like her Kamahame.
Yeah. It could be that, but
not anymore because they're stupid.
Yeah, they've already ruined it. But yeah, it was a decent match and good for Jade Cargill.
John Cena came out again. The attendance was 55,255. And the total attendance for both nights was 106,072. I don't know what that means.
It means they got 50,000 people each night, I guess. They probably embellished it a little bit, but if it's true, then, it means the whole 25% off thing worked and whatever else they did, whatever other magic tricks they pulled out. Because remember, they weren't even at like 40,000 or so on Monday or Friday when they did the 25% off. So they sold another 10,000 allegedly.
Probably bought them.
Well, there's probably comp tickets. Nick Khan, for some reason, did some kind of government thing. And he revealed that the Make-A-Wish Foundation spent $2,500 on tickets. So they they didn't comp them tickets, but they bought some tickets to probably hand out to people. And it's probably a bunch of stuff like that. Radio giveaways and just extra whatever. I also saw a lot of influencers, like Instagram influencers, posting that they were going to WrestleMania. So probably gave them some tickets too. Not wrestling fans, by the way, just influencers.
Well, after that, Cena says his job as host is officially over, and he thanks the crowd. Then The Miz interrupts with the fruitcake. And he says that he's the new locker room leader, and he didn't get his WrestleMania moment last year. He's not leaving the ring until he gets one tonight. Cena stands back and lets Miz have his moment. Miz is about to do some Miz shit, but then Danhausen interrupts with midgets. Danhausen butters up Cena. Miz gets pissed. Fruitcake says one of the midgets is toxic, pushes him on his ass. Another midget steps up and punches Fruitcake right in the dick, and then they swarm him. Danhausen punches Miz in the dick and hits him with a 5-knuckle shuffle. And the midgets carry Miz away.
It was the comic relief. I guess that's all you can really say about it. Although they were midgets, and that's their official name, so that's not a cancelable thing.
Yeah, Dumbfuck Cole said, they told me to call him that.
Which was funny. When he first said it, I was like, well, 25 years down the drain. And then, yeah, he threw that out there. They told me to say it.
Well, finally, we're at our main event, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Punk had the best entrance of the entire show, in my opinion. He had his OG theme. Then he did It's Clobbering Time right into Cult of Personality, which was cool.
Yep, that theme is now in the old playlist. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I knew it beforehand. Apparently, it was his ROH theme.
I believe so, yeah, you're right.
Miserit something. But it's by the band AFI, which there's another song of theirs that I like. So.
Sounds like you're a fan.
Yes, but you know, the creators posting their reactions and they're flipping out. Like, if you knew that beforehand, just go outside. But yes, it was a great theme, and it's on the old playlist now, so I got it. Roman Reigns came out to his Tribal Chief theme.
He did.
So, yeah.
I'm sure that won't lead into anything.
Yeah.
Dumbfuck Cole said this is Punk's very first WrestleMania main event, which definitively you should put an end to the debate forever.
I think after what we got on night one, that should put an end to the debate.
Fair.
It is abundantly clear that they were treating it as Saturday is the pre-show to Sunday. Maybe they changed that next year. Well, we can't really judge next year because they're going to Saudi. But the year after that, we'll see. You know, maybe they change it and make it a little bit more balanced. But we talked about it last week. On Saturday, like, there were only 2 matches that went over 10 minutes. Sunday wasn't too much better. But I think Sunday there were a little bit longer matches, which made the commercials feel like they were a little bit more spaced out. So it wasn't as bad as Saturday. But yeah, Saturday, only 2 matches went past 10 minutes. So it was clear that that was a pre-show.
Well, this one started off pretty intense with lots of shoving and shit talking. Punk even slapped Roman. Reigns missed a Superman punch in the corner. Punk has his GTS attempt blocked. They fight to the floor. Punk tries to put Roman through the announce desk, but Roman recovered and hung Punk up on the ropes and hit 3 consecutive Superman punches. Then he used the steel steps on Punk directly in front of the ref. And he power bombs Punk through the announce desk, gets him in the ring, goes for a spear. Punk blocks it, hits a GTS. He goes for another GTS. Roman escapes that, hits a spear. Roman tries a GTS, but Punk blocks it. Punk hit a Superman punch, tries to spear Roman, but he has Roman's necklace. Well, he stole one from a fan, and he put Roman's necklace on. Roman blocked it with a guillotine, and then Punk escapes, locks in the Anaconda Vice. And then Roman escaped, locked in the guillotine back in. And then Punk escapes, goes for a sharpshooter. Roman blocked it, slugs Punk, who falls right back into the guillotine, which is really cool. They start trading punches. Punk pulls his tape off, throws it at Roman. This distracts the ref. And Punk hits Roman right in the dick, follows it up with a GTS. Punk tosses Roman outside, puts him through the other announce desk, and then gets Roman back in the ring, hits a GTS. Roman falls on his shoulders. Punk goes for another one, but then just collapses. And then Roman hits 2 spears and wins.
And your new, uh, I forgot the title's name, heavyweight champion, let's just say that. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, is back. And this match was excellent. And I would say it's Punk's one of his best matches. The only other one I can think, for me, I like his match against The Undertaker.
Yeah, Taker. Okay, this was an excellent match. Roman and Punk were really good. I just didn't care. Like leading up to this match,
Yeah.
there's nothing to get me invested into it. They didn't establish who is the good guy, who is the bad guy. I still don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, who was I supposed to get behind? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they failed at that. But it was an exquisite match. I won't say it was the greatest, main event of all time. Like they seem to want to immediately put that into.
Yeah, it wasn't that, but it was definitely a great main event.
Yes.
The fact that they told a story, you always want to have a story. They told a story in the match. Both men just giving all that they could.
Because they hate each other.
Yeah. I even like the little touch where he took the tape off and just threw it at Roman. Knowing that the ref was going to have to pick it up because that's the ref's job. And then immediately goes for the low blow.
So, yes, night 2, definitely the superior, I would say.
Yes.
There's a lot of angles, I guess. Like, still the mystery of Brock and Heyman's favor, and if he ties into that. And is Roman going to be a full-time champion, or is he just going to show up sporadically like he's been?
Well, according to him, he said he's going to be around for a minute. He said, basically, you can go ahead and put the part-time thing to rest because I'm going to be around.
We'll see.
I mean, I kind of see what they're building to. I don't like it, but I see what they're building to already. And he's going to be around until this happens.
Okay.
So during the post-show, Obafemi called Roman out because, he beat Brock Lesnar and all. And when Roman came out there for the post-show, they were chanting, Oba's going to kill you to Roman. And he addressed it. And he said, you had a big moment tonight. But, I've been there, done that like multiple times. Beating Brock Lesnar.
He hasn't beaten him in 5 minutes.
He hasn't. But he's like, let's see what you do through the summer. And then you can talk about coming at the tribal chief. So they seemingly are already building towards an Oba Roman thing. And I think he's going to be around until that happens. So, yeah, just looks like they're building this towards the end of the year. Like, before 2027 comes, Obafemi is probably going to be champion. And then Roman's going to go away.
And then what?
What do you mean, and then what?
Well, Oba can't lose.
He's just champion.
Until Carmelo Hayes beats him.
Well, like I said, they're going to put themselves into a problem because, yes, Obafemi is going to get so unbeatable that then they're going to have nobody that can beat him. And then what do? You just got to take him off TV because we don't know what to do here.
He might be like Goldberg.
He could be like Goldberg. Even Goldberg didn't get his thing the first year.
No, he got the U.S. title first.
Yeah. Like he wasn't out there after 1 month calling out Hogan.
It seemed like as soon as Goldberg lost, his aura kind of diminished. So they could be running the risk of that with Oba.
Well, yeah, you can't make it about the win streak.
I'm not even saying that. Like they booked him against Rusev to not even leave his feet. And then he beat Brock Lesnar in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as soon as he loses, what makes him special after that?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't lose.
Well, okay.
And then go ahead and cue up the people hating on him at that point.
Well, that was WrestleMania 42. I'd say it was a very lackluster show that had a really good main event.
Yeah, it could be pretty much the sum of it. It was commercials with some wrestling mixed in.
Next week, we will be reviewing JCW Stranglemania, Viva Las Violence. Our main event will be Vampiro's retirement match. So Vampiro versus Old Frankenstein and Big Vito in a 3-way dance. Then we have a fatal 4-way for the JCW World Heavyweight title. It's Cocaine, everybody's favorite, versus Caleb Conley, Matt Riddle, and Dolph Ziggler. Our special guest referee is EC3. And there's the JCW Women's Tag Team Championship. Timu No Definition Rodriguez and some dude versus the lesbian and some other girl.
Sure, that goes over well.
We have a 6-man super tag match. Rob Van Dam, Too Tough Tony, and Willie Mack face off against Kenta, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Kenta was Hideo Itami.
Yes.
And then there's a JCW American title 6-way scramble. Facade defends against Charlie Haas.
Wait, Charlie Haas was there?
Yep. Yeah.
That Charlie Haas?
Uh-huh.
I didn't even recognize him then.
Wow. Mecha Wolf, Mosh Pit Mike, Ninja Mac, and Disco Ray. Why?
Why Disco Ray?
Yeah.
Because he's over. He's got the ring rat.
Okay.
Just that alone.
Then we have a Kamikaze Chaos match. It's Kerry Morton versus Mickey Knuckles. I will say that's kind of a cool name.
Mickey Knuckles.
Just like Joey 2 times. Then we have a 6-man tag match. George South and the Rock and Roll Express are facing the St. Clair Monster Corporation. It's Beastman, Congo Kong, and Mr. Happy. And then there's a freak show match. The Outbreak, which is the zombies, versus the Backseat Boys. I don't like them already.
It's not what you think. I mean, it is what you think, but it's not what you think.
Okay. And the Brothers of Funstruction. So yeah, looking forward to that, actually. I like how it looks like they're in this
bingo hall.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Very low budget.
Yes. And this is why I say maybe they can't bring in big names like the Wyatts or Cross or Aleister Black.
Maybe they can get one of them. Joe Gacy.